Yo, 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 you're listening to In the Know here on Tempo 100. I'm your host, Tenacious Tiffany, and let me break it down for you. Time entry, no bueno. For those of you who don't speak the Espanol, this means no good, bad, in fact, horrific. So let's fix it. This is how we do it. Let's face it, we all wait until the end of the month. The last day, the last second, maybe even for that last reminder email to enter our time. Why is this? It's a little tedious, a little time consuming, a little complicated, whatever the reason is. No more. I met with my man Mike, and he broke it down. He told us how he's going to fix this problem. Listen.
So Mike, here at CHG, we're all about quality and continuous improvement. I understand you have some great ideas on to help us track time with our employees. Can you kind of explain what those are?
I'm really glad you asked, because as part of continuous improvement, we have what we call the core values too. And as most people know, our number one core value is putting people first. Well, I thought we'd add one. Putting time first.
What should I do? I need some pictures in there, though. Maybe I'll put my time in Jira.
So thinking about that, I think it's really important that we track time. And there's a lot of benefits when it comes to tracking time. So there's software capitalization, there's time capitalization, there's people capitalization, and it's all surrounding putting time first. I think that's really critical in taking us to the next step.
How do you plan to introduce this and help us as employees in our time?
Well, sometimes when you change, a change that's significant like this, there's a change management piece that goes along with it. So as part of the change management, with any benefit that would come, there probably also needs to be, I wouldn't call it a penalty, but maybe an incentive. So with lack of time accountability, there could be overtime, there could be timeouts, you could be time bound, we could institute time cards. We could do a time monitor, and I've really considered getting a time sheriff.
That sounds great. So have you, as you think about this, who would be the time sheriff?
Well, I thought about Rachel first. I'm not sure she's tough enough.
Still, end of the month and time's not in.
That's all right.
So, for those of you who may know Ted Peck, who used to work here, I think he would be a good time sheriff. In a pinch, we could probably use Doug. Doug can be a real stickler at times.
Hi, Doug. Well, Mike, this all sounds great. So what are the next steps, you think, for us here at CHG?
I'm glad you asked that, because I thought about that. There's certain things that I've been thinking about that each of us in IT needs to start planning for. So, in order to do this, in order to do it properly, everybody has an Avante card. We're going to have to change it. You go to the Avante market maybe once a week, and you're going to have to, it's going to be tracked with a barcode. If you want to go to Rock Your Body, you know what? There's going to be one event per year. It's not going to be a free-for-all like it has been. It's not an excuse to get away from your desk. Just saying. If you want to go to the kitchen, you're going to have a fob for it also. That's just how it works. And even most important, where most people abuse it and find it as an opportunity to relax, it's a bathroom pass. And the thing is, there's only going to be one of these for the entire department. So, one person in the bathroom at a time. In the event that there's problems associated with that, I highly recommend everybody in IT have a loud communication device to track down the bathroom pass. That works fine, but I do expect that there'll be emergencies.
The bathroom cup.
If you have an emergency, the hand sanitizer goes right with it. In addition to that, the other thing is since there's not going to be a lot of trips to the break room, or otherwise, I would highly recommend other people planning ahead. Sometimes there are going to be long hours, or overtime based upon your time tracking capabilities, that you may need to plan ahead. I've done that. So I've had to create my own stash. So I've got my own drinks in the event of a long day. You can see fruit, whether it's power bars, trail mix, sugar in the event I need that, or in a stay overnight. I have my own breakfast cup with CHG IT on it. So I would highly recommend that everybody start planning ahead. Kind of like what I learned in Boy Scouts. It's be prepared. But I think if you plan ahead, you'll be very successful here at CHG.
That sounds great. Thanks for your time, Mike.
Anytime. Thanks.
Wow. I mean, wow. Are there any other words? Those are some tough changes. Tough changes. So let's fix the problem. Here we go. Okay, ladies and gents. When we log in to Jira on July 1st, you're going to see a brand new application called Tempo right there in your top hover bar. When you use this drop-down, you're going to get multiple selections. Let's just go ahead and go through them. The first one is going to be your primary, your user. When you click on that, the system automatically knows who you are. It's going to display any project, any Jira that you're associated to. Yeah! Right? So on the left-hand side, you're going to see all the Jiras right now that I'm associated to. On the right-hand side, you're going to see my week. You can quickly see where I haven't entered in my time, whether it be daily or weekly. So let's fix it. On the top, I can simply focus on today because I really want to focus on getting that time in daily. So I'm going to change my view to day. Okay, I'm going to see on the right-hand side, I have entered no time for today. Let's go ahead and select a Jira that I worked on this morning. Okay, simply go to the right-hand side. The highlighted Jira is on your left, and click the little pencil icon. That is going to pop up your log work. All you got to do is put in the hours worked. We're going to say I put 3 hours in there. I can go ahead and put any description that may be applicable. And guess what? Now I can decide what type of time did I actually apply to this Jira. We're going to say I did a little bit of analysis there, and we're going to go ahead and log work. Hello, that's simple. Hello. On the right-hand side, you're going to see 3 hours logged to that Jira for today. That was quick. That was quick. Maybe now we can fix the problem of that email, that reminder email that goes out. Let's see what Rachel Heiss has to say about that.
Guess it's time for me to send out my reminder again. Time to put your time in Jira for the end of the month. Every month I send a reminder. You think people that get paid this kind of money would remember to put their time in.
Right? Don't you feel a little guilty? A little bit guilty? Okay, so let's look at some more options here on Tempo. At the bottom, you're going to see your total hours for the day. Quickly can see how many hours I need to add, right? Makes it easy. Okay, so let's say we're actually working throughout the day. I'm updating my Jiras as I usually do. I'm going through Agile. I'm picking my project. Let's look at the Fox board. And I'm in that Jira. I'm working in it, right? Let's go ahead and open one that I've got on the backlog. I'm ready to go ahead. Okay, it's going to pop up for me. At this time, I have a couple of options. Let me show you the first one. For those of you who are going to sit at your desk, and actually work on this specific Jira for a time, let me just show you the time tracker. Okay, if you use that Tempo drop-down again, you're going to be able to select tracker right there. You're going to see it appear in the bottom left. Let's start tracking. That's right, our time is going. I don't have to remember. I don't have to think at the end of the day, was it 1 hour, was it 1.5? I can simply go to work. Tempo's going to take care of the rest. Ba-bam! One thing to keep in mind, make sure you do at least 1 minute of work, otherwise the system won't track it for you. Just a little heads up. Okay, so I can go ahead and make my updates as I usually would. We've reached a minute. Let's go ahead and stop that tracker. What's it going to do? Pop up the log work. Simply add in that time that you've got there. System's already applied it. Put your description and select that type. Let's say I did a little bit of development that time, and we'll go ahead and log work. That's simple. That's simple. Okay, one more little quick trick here with inside the Jira you're working on. Simply click the key W. Just W. It's going to automatically pop that for you. Okay, same steps apply. Right? Anytime you make changes, it's also going to show you in your logged work tab here at the bottom. Okay, you can quickly see that minute we just added, right? It's that simple. That simple, guys. definitely an option for editing and updating our time every day. Okay, let's go back. I'll show you a few more things here in Tempo. So when we enter Tempo, you're going to see some options here at the top, right? If you are a leader, a team leader, you can select that user drop down here on the left-hand side and look at your team. Let's just see how I compare to my other team members. Oh, they're a little behind. That's all right. That's all right. I can show them a friendly reminder, right? As a team leader, I can see daily. I can see weekly. I don't have to wait for the end of the month or someone to tell me, oh, your team members are still missing their time. This is awesome, guys. Awesome. All right? I know a lot of you have had a lot of problems remembering what to enter in that at the end of the month. Okay, Tony is definitely one of those. Last minute Annies, right? Right? Take a look.
Hey Tony, it's lunchtime, man. You want to grab some lunch?
For sure, man. Where we're headed?
Dickies.
Dickies? That place sucks. Besides, I gotta enter my time. It's the end of the month. And I don't even remember what I did for most of the month.
Oh man, good luck with that. I'm out of here.
Tell me about it.
Hey Tony, it's lunchtime, man. You want to grab some lunch?
For sure, man. Where you headed?
We're going to Dickies.
Dickies? That place sucks. Besides, I gotta enter my time. It's the end of the month. I gotta figure out what I was doing. Now, what did I do for the first couple days of the month? I'll just enter it as admin.
Ouch, right? Ouch. Yeah, we've all been there. That time where you have to remember, you're pulling up your calendar and thinking, oh, what did I do that day? What did I do? Now you don't have to do that. It's so simple. Now you don't have to do that. It's awesome. Okay, a few other little things up here on the top. You can go ahead and change your view from day to week to period. Period is going to be your monthly view. All right, let's go back to my user, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, week. Right, all changes right here. I can look at the whole month. I can see how I've done every day entering my time. Awesome. I can also look at a little report. Maybe you want a different view, a breakdown by project. Just hit report. It's going to add it up for you. It's going to take into account the parameter you selected over here. Right? Okay. Go ahead. Get excited. Tempo is here.